Welcome back to Ask the Lawyer. I'm your host, Brenda Teal, here to answer your legal questions today. Our personal injury attorneys, Manuel and Jeff Benton from the Rad Law Firm. Just call the number that you see on your screen. It's 888-887-9521, or email your question to askthelawyer@radlawfirm.com. I also want to remind you that even though we are off the air, the phone lines are still open. So when the show is over, you can still continue to call or email, of course, 24 hours a day. Okay, we've got Monique from Dallas. She's got a question. Go ahead, Monique.
My question is, do I have a case if I purchased a car from a private sale? On the bill of sale, several items were supposed to be fixed on the car, and as of then, the car has stopped working. I tried to contact the seller with no type of response. Also, the title was not registered in the seller's name, and I found out that it was actually a falsified title.
All right, thank you for your phone call. Does she have a case?
Well, she probably has a whole host of claims. It sounds like the problem might be tracking down the fellow that sold her the car. I'd really have to look at more of the facts to see what he agreed to repair and what went wrong with the car. Just because something went wrong with it doesn't mean you've got a claim against the seller. But if he falsified a title, you know, you've got a whole host of problems.
All right, so Monique needs to call 888-887-9521. That also gets you straight to the Rad Law Firm office. If you're not able to get through here during the show, again, please don't stop calling. Your calls will be answered and your emails will be answered as well. Right now, Bobby from Dallas is on the line. Go ahead, Bobby.
Yes. My question is, what revenue do I have legally? I'm disabled, and when I went in the hospital, it done happened twice that the representative of the landlord keeps switching my electricity as well as other residents, and I want to know what I can do legally to protect myself, you know, and then there's two major problems in the apartment, so I just want to know what can I do legal to protect myself. I'm in a Dallas housing apartment. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for your question. Is there anything that he can do?
I think Bobby's saying that when he's in an extended stay at the hospital, they're shutting off his electricity or doing something along those lines, and his apartment complex isn't fixing the problems he's complaining of. This goes back to contract, and he's got a lease, hopefully, with that landlord, and there are certain duties that the landlord has to the tenant. So he can absolutely he wants to submit any request in writing, so he's got that paper trail that we talked about. He can also call the city of Dallas if there's some sort of health code violation or something that's not right, if he's disabled or whatever else, and they're not accommodating to his disability. He can call the city of Dallas and go from there.
All right, let's go straight to an email question while we have a few more minutes here. Joan in Waxahachie wants to know, she says, I picked up my prescription at the pharmacy, got home and didn't think to look at it. After I had taken a pill, I found out that it wasn't my prescription. No harm done, thankfully, but she's still worried. What can she do?
Well, I think you'd want to go back and report that to the pharmacy and try and find out why that happened. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but that would be, if someone were hurt, there would be a medical malpractice claim there based on the negligent filling of the prescription. Let
me ask you, Jeff, because we're just getting to know you, what types of PI cases do you really love to sink your teeth into?
You know, we take all types of cases. I think the wrongful death cases are the most interesting cases for us, and it's also something where when someone's been seriously injured or killed, you really feel bad for that family. You really want to help them out with those. And so while it's an unfortunate time for that family, I really do enjoy helping them out with those types of cases.
Well, great having both you guys here. Thank you so much for answering so many questions today. Thank you for calling. Again, the number is 888-887-9521. The phone line is still open, and we will get your calls answered. Thanks for watching Ask the Lawyer.
This program is sponsored by the Rad Law Firm and features legal questions from viewers. Nothing in the program establishes attorney-client privileges.